Good evening, this is Michael Sussman joining you from the South Charleston Community Center for tonight's North-South All-Star Boys and Girls games live from the South Charleston Community Center. We got the girls out on the floor now getting warmed up. The South donned in the all-reds and the North in the blue on blue. Got a good turnout early on, the lower bowl getting filled up and a few here in the upper deck, as this is the chance for the seniors to enjoy one last game at the high school level. And it's always something to behold. It's going to be a night of various challenges. I'm really interested to see when the competitive juices get flowing, who's the best, where the cream rises to the top, as we will start to look at some of the cast of characters that will be playing today, beginning with the North roster for the squad in blue. Ashlyn Van Tassel out of Cameron will be one to watch for. Van Tassel committed to play for Youngstown State University, and she's been a dominant player on the high school scene for some time. As we continue on through, Ashlyn Riley out of Lincoln County, a stellar player as well. Riley committed to Glenville State University at one point this year, had a 29-point quadruple double. A quadruple double, you pretty much never see that. So really filling it up this year. And then Kenley Rogers out of East Fairmont, the undefeated regular season team, the Bees. She was one of their best players. She'll be out there. Grace Shamblin of Parkersburg South, another great player that'll be there. Tenley Paw from Doddridge County, also in the starting lineup, a future Potomac State player that averaged 9.8 points per game this past season. And the North team, coached by Fred Sorrow out of Williamstown. He's down there getting things situated. As you look over to the South team, coached by John Kennedy, a guy that I get to talk to a lot in Jackson County. Really composed coach, very fiery at the same time, as he goes and sits over next to Kara Smith out of Oak Hill. As we'll look to some of the better players on the South team that we can expect to watch today. Delaney Brooks out of the Wayne Pioneers. Wayne was loaded this year, made it to the second round of the state semifinals. She will be here. And then Madison Clark, arguably the best all-around player in Class AA and a very clutch player. I really enjoyed watching her in the state tournament. Ryan Davidson, their coach, spoke extremely highly of Madison Clark, kind of the running mate to Katie Blackburn, one of the best players in southern West Virginia. We'll get to watch her tonight. Lara Evans from Chapmanville playing in this first one of the Chapmanville Lady Tigers. A future University of Charleston Golden Eagle will be suiting up. And then we'll shuffle on through. Haley Newsom starting for the South today out of Nitro, a state champion and the clutch player in that state championship game. Hit the big-time shot to seal the deal late and give them that cushion that they needed. And that's kind of a common trend tonight. You have a lot of players out there that haven't only filled up the stat sheet, but have performed in the biggest moments. And that's just a testament to valuing these all-star games. Sometimes this time of the year you have vacations planned, you have different commitments, and you don't know if you're going to have the best players here. On the girls' side, they're all here on the floor. First-team All-State captains, state champions, which is really going to be a treat for these fans. And then Sophie Nichols, who just flat out fills it up, is on the South roster. Nichols out of Ripley High School scored 50 points per game at one point this year. As the South boys going to get warmed up, get a couple of jump shots up here and there. Glad to be broadcasting today on Video Productions. It was the North-South All-Star Softball Tournament yesterday. Region 3 taking that one home. Most of those players hailing from Greenbrier East Independence made up a lot of the squad. So you get the basketball today before North-South football tomorrow. As Coach Kennedy, Coach Jamie LeMasters of the George Washington Lady Patriots will gather everybody around as we broadcast here. And we will head to our first break. More pregame from the South Charleston Community Center after this.
Hi, this is Quentin.
And this is Brianna.
A little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips are how satisfying they are. The chicken strips are amazing. They're always filling, tender, and juicy. Definitely one of my favorite things on the menu.
My favorite thing is the last bite. The last bite is nice and juicy, and it's wrapped up in some crispy breading that keeps it nice and tasty. And being able to scoop up my Chick-fil-A sauce with it, it's just like the best part of the meal. It's an undefeated combo.
Real customers paid for their testimonials.
Good News Mountaineer Garage is changing lives by providing essential transportation for those who need it. Since 1999, Good News Mountaineer Garage has helped thousands of West Virginians who need dependable transportation get it. Whether it's going to work, getting groceries, or going to the doctor, Good News Mountaineer Garage is here to help. Donate a car, change your life. To find out more, go to goodnewsmountaineergarage.org or call 886-448-3227.
And we're back live on Video Productions, as well as the WMOV and WJEH 93.1 The Wolf Facebook pages. Always glad to have our fans here with us. Feel free to drop a comment in the section. Let us know where you're watching from as we continue to get ready for the North-South All-Star game. It'll be the girls' game and some skills competitions prior to the boys later on tonight. And the girls first will continue to introduce some of the players that'll be out there tonight. Went through the starters in the last. As we look to the South team, James Monroe represented today. Mary Beth Meadows is in the house, a future West Virginia Tech player. Helped the Mavericks reach the state tournament for the first time in over 2 decades. And out of Pikeview, Kat Farmer is here, a state tournament player as well. Abigail Pruitt from Riverview made the squad, averaged 13 points per game this past season. And I'll tell you, I was there when Riverview made the state tournament, and you could tell it was a big honor for the community, and they really valued that run. Historic team that Abigail Pruitt was a part of. Unfortunately, they dropped it to Gilmer County, which had a really big, really talented lineup there in that first-round game. Charity Reichert out of Meadow Bridge is here. She'll be coming off the bench. Reichert averaged 7 points per game, 3.3 rebounds, and 3.3 assists. Our WMOV watchers will be familiar with this one. Aaron Ryan out of Ripley, a Class AAA All-State honorable mention. Really good compliment to a very good offensive Ripley team with Sophie Nichols and their big Abby Eastman. Ryan, just a traditional pass-first point guard that can let it fly and knock down a jump shot as well. Watch for her tonight. Kara Smith plays for the South team out of Oak Hill, representing the mighty Red Devils down there. A one-time WOAY Player of the Week. And look for Smith to be active on the glass with performances of 13 rebounds versus Hurricane this year and grabbed 18 against Capital. 18 boards, 32-minute basketball game. That is very difficult to accomplish. As we continue on through, we'll flip it over. Look at the North bench ahead of tonight's action. Jenna Barnett out of Trinity Christian, the speedster, will one day be at Glenville State. Actually, next year will be a pioneer running track and field on the basketball court, a 1,000-point scorer and a first-team All-Stater. Coming down from Hampshire, Isabel Bloomquist once scored 27 points in a 54-52 loss to Petersburg, 22 versus Jefferson, and made the All-PVC team. As we continue to get loose, got a lot of people here. Got 4 squads in total with the North-South boys and girls, so it's always kind of congested walking around right now. The boys are just kind of staying loose. It'll be tough. They'll have to sit around for a while. And the girls on the bench getting some last words of wisdom. Got Emma Friels, state championship player out of North Marion, a 1,000-point scorer as well. From Tucker County, it's Macy Helmick, signed to play basketball at the West Virginia Wesleyan College. And Kenna Maxwell from Lewis County's here. Lewis County kind of captured the fans this year, knocking off East Fairmont, making that improbable run. And that was probably the loudest game of the girls' state tournament this year. Kenna Maxwell, watch for her tonight. And Ashlyn Peters from 100 is represented. Peters headed to the University of Rio Grande, but to compete on the archery team, she'll try to be a different type of sharp shooter tonight. As we're going to go to another break and wait for us to get started momentarily, it'll be the North-South events getting underway.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Farmers and Mechanics Insurance knows West Virginia, and we understand how much all of our high school teams and athletes mean to the communities that we have served for more than 100 years. That's why we're proud of our partnership with the West Virginia SSAC. Their commitment to teach and promote sportsmanship and citizenship is the key to future success. Protecting what matters most to you. Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, a proud partner of the West Virginia SSAC.
West Virginia's Smart 529 College Savings Plan includes smart features like tax benefits and flexible investment options. That's so smart. Start smart at smart529.com or by calling 866-574-3542 today. To learn about the plan's investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the official statement available.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
We're going to begin with our free throw shooting competition. We will have 2 participants from each team competing against each other in the semifinals, and then we will have a finals competition for the winner. So, we're going to start out by introducing the first participants for the North. From Trinity, Jenna Barnett. Yes, and for the South, let's bring out from Chapmanville, Lara Evans. They will be shooting 10 free throws. They'll have 1 minute to complete that task. And then whoever is the winner will go to the next round.
You can set them both, but just be tight on, this is free throws. Just shoot it, okay?
Let's bring out Kenna Maxwell from the North, from Lewis County. Sorry about that. And we have Lara from the South, Lara Evans. And you can use the spotter number 2 out there for you. Again, 10 free throws, you have 1 minute to complete the task. On your mark, get set, go.
So free throw competition, Lara Evans out of Chapmanville representing the South team. Evans, a future University of Charleston player, got a close one here, 3-2 with 36 seconds left. As that is up and just off the mark, and Evans will knock it down. So 5-4 on the north side. Now 7-5. Really silent backdrop here, just keeping it quiet down there for the players. All about concentration. Can't look at the scoreboard, just got to stay right on that nail, right on the same spot.
You only have 10 shots here.
Only 10 attempts.
Well, we were until you said you wouldn't. So.
Well, apparently seems like maybe some disagreement down there. They get 10 free throws. That's the situation as it stands. 9-8.
8 out of 10. And Ken Maxwell, 9 out of 10. 8.
So Kenna Maxwell, 8 out of 10.
I tell you what, why don't we do this all over again?
I do overtime.
Okay. There's no time limit. You have 10 shots. And whoever has the most shots will go to the next round. If it's a tie, we'll go sudden death. First miss, the other one will have a chance to tie it. If not, we'll keep going until someone wins. All right? Thank you. On your mark, get set, go.
Okay, so we're taking the time limit out of the equation. Just a best out of 10 here. As Kenna Maxwell from Lewis County is going to battle Alara Evans out of Chapmanville. Quickly out in front here for Maxwell. Three nothing. That's in and out. As Evans going to get on the board, that'll rattles home. Kenna Maxwell, 15.9 points per game this year, 2.8 rebounds. Captain of the All-State second team. And that's a nice stroke, right up and down the elevator. But Evans can fill it up too. Described as a matchup nightmare, Alara is. When I talked to Cam Maynard out of the Logan Banner earlier today, does a great job covering that region. And Maxwell to seal the deal. Looks like she's got maybe another one. And that's swished 90%, 9 out of 10. And she'll get some high fives.
Wins that round, 9-5. Our next participants from the north, from Tucker County, Mary Helmick. And for the south from Pikeview, Kat Farmer. Bring them on.
So far side, Macy Helmick. Rather near side, far side, Kat Farmer out of Pikeview. As Helmick short on the first one. Got a West Virginia Wesleyan commit here. Tied up 1-1. Off the back iron and good for Farmer. And Helmick perfect. 3-3 as Helmick got that last one to go. And now they both answer each other. That's good for Macy Helmick. You could hear a pin drop in here. Good start for the North. And that's good. So Macy Helmick cruises to victory in the North's second free throw shootout. So the North 90% free throw shooter so far.
Sorry about that. Macy Helmick. Someone wrote that down incorrectly. Okay, well, let's have, since we have our two participants for the final round from the north, Kenna Maxwell from Lewis County and Macy Helmick from Tucker County. Come on out, girl.
All right, so next round, Kenna Maxwell And Macy Franklin will shoot to represent the North. Both of them were 9 out of 10, so it might take a perfect round to win it. And they're in a nice rhythm right now. Both girls here from the North, despite the fact that we have the scoreboard set up north-south for later. So North versus North here. Maxwell versus as that is good. On the near side here, Maxwell off the back iron. As Macy Franklin will rattle that one in. Rather, Macy Helmick out of Tucker County. That rattles in and good. Helmick, all-tournament team 2021 and 2023. 6-3, now 6-4. And Helmick drills it, goes up by 3. Maxwell answers. So the South will do the same thing after this to decide the representative for the championship. 7-6, this one is good. Helmick drills it. Maxwell, big shot here to tie it. It's up, and it's good. Left it a bit short, but got the shooter's roll. Sudden death shootout, let's go. Some drama.
On your mark, get set, go.
Maxwell, good, as is Helmick. Couple of swishes. Helmick around and in. Maxwell calm as you like. And that's no good on the near side. Good for Maxwell. And I don't think she knows it, but she is through. So Kenna Maxwell out of the North, going to take the free throw shooting competition.
We're now ready for the three-point shooting.
I guess that'll do it. They just take the highest total rather than playing against the North team. So Kenna Maxwell wins the free throw shooting competition out of Lewis County.
Let's hear it for Kenna Maxwell from Lewis County. Art Petito with the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association. He's presenting the plaques this year again. So anyway, we're going to start the three-point competition. We'll need a lot of spotters out here, I think, and a couple racks of balls, maybe.
Getting ready for the three-point shootout.
Trinity, Jenna Barnett.
Got it.
And for the South, from Wyoming East, Maddie Clark. And you have 1 minute to shoot as many balls as you can from any point over the three-point line. Any point you want to pick. 1 minute. Whoever makes the most shots will go to the next round.
All right, so here we got Jenna Barnett out of Trinity Christian. Made it to the state tournament this year, and then a AA state champion, Madison Clark. Madison Clark, 3-time state champ. And that's off the mark. Got one drilled here by Barnett. As that's in and out, 1-1 now. Clark drilled it. Rattle around, and no good. And a hit for Barnett, 2-2. Both of them going top of the key here. As that's off the side iron. 4-3, Clark goes up. As Barnett swishes. And there you go, she's in the rhythm. Catch and shoot, made another one, 3 in a row for Jenna Barnett. Now 7-4 as Clark will come within 2, but Barnett just locked in right now. The teammates doing a good job feeding her. As that is off. Now Clark within 1. Quick comeback, it's 9-9. On the bounce, 10-10. Barnett off the mark. 11-11. Neither of these players going to get rattled. A lot of experience. And Clark drills it to tie it. At the buzzer, Barnett. Good! Jenna Barnett at the last second takes it 13-12.
The winner of that first contest. Let's hear it for Jenna Barnett from Trinity.
So Barnett will take it.
Now let's bring up from the north, from East Fairmont, Kinley Rogers. And from the south, Sophie Nichols from Ripley High School. Looks like we're ready. On your mark. Get set. Go.
So far side here. Got Sophie Nichols out of Ripley. As the shot is up. And Kenley Rogers here near side. 4-3 your score. Rogers going to knock one down. It's 4-4. And Nichols off the mark. That's good. Sophie Nichols scored 50 points in one game this season. If she gets going, it's scary. Now 9-6, that's what you're seeing. 26 and ticking. As we broadcast on video productions as well as WMOV, WJEH. Nichols swish. Up by 2. And she drills another one. As Rogers will let it fly off the front iron. That's no good. Up by 5. Sophie Nichols. This is right in her wheelhouse. I think she is a heavy favorite probably in this competition. As that is 15-10.
From the south, from Ripley, Sophie Nichols.
15 threes in a minute.
Okay, let's bring out from the south, from Ripley, Sophie Nichols, and for the north, East Fairmont's Kinley Rogers.
It's Jenna Barnett.
From Trinity. Jenna Barnett, sorry about that.
So near side, Jenna Barnett from Trinity Christian.
We're going to take a time out here for a few seconds since she just shot.
Gonna let Nichols catch her breath here as she talks with Coach Jamie LeMaster. Coach LeMaster had a heck of a team this year, made it to the state tournament, lost to Morgantown, tough heartbreaker, and they split during the season. So really had 2 heavyweights there in Quad A. Always a pleasure to work with. He's got a good senior, Finley Lowen, not here, but she's off to Wilmington next season. So Barnett here versus Sophie Nichols. Nichols, a first-team All-Stater.
All right, ladies, on your mark. Get set. Go.
And Barnett off the mark. Both of them 0 for 2 to start. And Barnett on the board. Answer from the south side. And Nichols another one. Nichols perfect. 3-3. Swished it. They both did. 35 and rolling. Barnett swishes. As Nichols in and out. And Jenna up 8-6. Barnett, really intelligent player. Got to interview her during the post-game presser down there at the Civic Center. Articulated herself very well. 11-8. 8 and bleeding. As Nichols will hit one. And Sophie Nichols At the buzzer, it went off. So Sophie Nichols heating up down the stretch there. She's going to take the three-point shooting contest 13-9.
Let's hear it for Sophie Nichols from Ripley High School, three-point winner.
So some hardware there for Nichols as the night's just getting started.
And now we'll make a turn here. We're going to have the boys competition. We'll have free throw first, three-point shot second, and a dunk contest third. I only have one participant for the dunk contest, so I need some more participants for that. 2 from each team if they like. 2 from each team for the dunk contest.
So girls skills competitions there, free throw and three-point shooting. As we'll get ready for the boys to take the floor, we'll see who they pick as far as the representatives to give this a shot.
You can take a few practice shots if you go in the free throw shooting contest. A few practice shots.
Looks like Cole Lambert, Wyoming East out there. Elijah Redfern from Woodrow Wilson. Not sure if he's going to be rebounding or partaking. Dylan Casto out of Sissonville out on the floor as well.
I'm sorry for the South, we do have 2 participants for that. We only have 1 so far for the North. Okay.
So three-point and free throw going on first, then we have the dunk competition afterwards.
Free throw competition. Let's welcome to the court from Wyoming East from the South, Cole Lambert. And for the North, Quincy Pittsnoggle.
So I got Wyoming East's Cole Lambert, a spectacular point guard.
Gentlemen, same rules. You've got 10 shots in this first round. Whoever makes the most goes to the next round. If we have a tie at the end of this one, we'll go sudden death. All right, on your mark, get set, go.
And we got 6'9" Quincy Pittsnoggle shooting here on the near side. 1-1 the score now, 2-1 to Lambert. Pittsnoggle, son of WVU legend Kevin Pittsnoggle, as he will knock one down out of Hedgesville. Got to talk to Pittsnoggle, his father, earlier this year on Full Court Press featuring Bob Huggins. Long conversation about Quincy. He's excited about his future. Probably gave us about 45 seconds on his WVU career. Gave us about 7 minutes on Quincy Pittsnoggle. As a big man up and in there, up 7-5. As Lambert will rattle it home to come within 1. Just 10 attempts, clock turned off. And Pittsnoggle on the bounce, up 8-7.
Well, that first round looks like we have a winner with 8 shots. Quincy Pittsnoggle, winner out of that first round.
So Pittsnoggle alive.
For our second participants from Sissonville, Dylan Casto from the south. And from the north, Jacob Mayer from Grafton High School.
So got Jacob Mayer out of Grafton shooting for the north. As Dylan Casto from Sissonville will shoot on the far side. Lefty Mayer drills it. Dylan Casto, a Ripley transfer, made the state tournament with Sissonville this year, first time since 2010. I guess after that, Coach Godwin told him, you're playing, since he's been putting in about an hour and a half in the gym every day. Got that according to the Gazette-Mail. Taylor Kennedy does a great job writing for them. As it's a 5-4, and Mayer drills it, goes ahead 6-4. Should be fun in the dunk competition. Hoping we'll get to see Jay Allen Turner out of Charleston Catholic. He's got some serious bounce. As Mayer will miss it. 7-7 opportunity, Dylan Casto. And he got it. Answer, 8-8. At least I believe so. They haven't adjusted the scoreboard yet, as that's good. And Casto up 9-7, doesn't matter. So Casto through. As Quincy Pitsnoggle will step back to the charity strike.
All right, let's welcome back to the court Dylan Casto from Sissonville and Quincy Pitsnoggle from Hedgesville.
Pitsnoggle, skilled forward, can stretch the floor. And a willing passer. Hits that one as Casto answers. Pitsnoggle reclassed to 2025. And just smooth. If you can shoot free throws like that, that's 6'9", it's an asset. As that's right down the middle of the net, splashes again. And Dylan Casto knocks it home. Casto, 12.3 points per game, 4.5 rebounds this year. Scoreboard showing 8-5. Quincy just finished it. As it's 8-6, Casto up and good. So this one to tie, big shot. Perfect.
Looks like we have a tie. And I tell you what, let's alternate. Let's let Mr. Casto, you shoot first.
Casto didn't touch a piece of the rim. Perfect. I like how they're alternating here. Creates some dramatic tension. And that's off. Casto going to take it.
Dylan Casto, Sissonville High School. Mr. Art Petito will present with his plaque. Winner of the 2024 free throw shooting contest for boys, Dylan Casto. Let's hear it for him.
Dylan Casto in comeback fashion, really heated up there at the end. Trailed by 2 or 3 late and knocked down the last few.
Please do so now, and then we'll get started real quick.
So looking forward now to the three-point shooting competition. As we saw with Jenna Barnett, it's all about the feed. Got to get it right in the hip pocket. Got Cole Lambert and Elijah Redfern out there passing.
You're in the three-point shooting contest. Take a few there, gentlemen.
As we broadcast on video productions as well as the WJEH and WMOV Facebook pages. Our Jackson County following. Got a couple victories here in the early going. Sophie Nichols taking the three-point competition. Dylan Casto taking the free throws. He's a Kenna guy, so plenty to cheer about back at the old Jackson County mothership as we're here via video productions.
Okay, let's get this three-point shooting contest started. Let's bring on from the south from Summers County, Brandon Isaac. And for the north, Brayden Edgell from Lincoln.
So Brandon Isaac shooting out of Summers County. Excellent basketball player off to Concord and a gunslinger on the football field.
You can shoot as many shots as you like from anywhere over the three-point line, and we'll count up the totals at the end of that 1 minute's time frame. Are we ready? On your mark, get set, go.
And we are underway. That's good on the far side for Isaac. And the North gonna drill in the other direction, around and good. Scores 3-1. North side, Isaac up and off the side of the rim. Brandon Isaac, future Concord University player. And that is swished here on the wing. 30 and a rolling, knotted up 5-5. It's now 6-6. And Isaac up and down the elevator makes it 7-7. Now 8-7, that's good. As we go down the stretch, 10-9 with 10 seconds remaining. And it's 13-10, 14-10. Isaac running away with it.
We have a winner from the South, Brandon Isaac, Summers County. And now let's bring up from the South, from Shady Spring, Gavin Davis, and from Frankfort, Cam Layton.
So Cam Layton out of Frankfort representing the North. And from the South, Gavin Davis from Shady Spring.
Get set, go.
Davis, the enforcer for Shady Spring, a future Glenville State football player. Cameron Layton, a Class AA football All-State honorable mention. And a basketball honorable mention as well. As Layton going to knock it down. It's a 4-3. Now 4-4. Gavin Davis, perfect. Speaking of football, got North-South All-Star football tomorrow. And it'll be Mark Martin on the call for that one. Also Jim Mahan. Got to talk to Jim earlier this week. He's excited about the possibility. That's over at South Charleston High School. 9-8 Davis. Answer Layton. And that's good. Cameron Layton to go up 12-9. I'll miss off the front of the rim. Next one good. Up by 4. And Layton drills it.
I believe we have a winner. We're on the North. Cam Layton, Frankfort. Okay. So, Cam's going to stay out there.
So Cameron Layton taking on Brandon Isaac for the three-point shooting title. Isaac can fill it up with the best of them. Scored 33 points this year against Independence, 32 against Mercer Christian.
Looks like we are ready.
So the players give the thumbs up.
On your mark. Get set, go.
Isaac first shot. No. Yes for Layton. 2 for 2 Layton. And another. It is 4-0 in favor of Frankfort's Cameron Layton, now 5-0. As Isaac at last gets one to go. 7-2 on the north side with Layton. Now 9-2. And he's hitting his stride at the right time. As he's in double digits now. 10-3. Brandon Isaac off the mark. Now 11-3 with 11 and ticking left. Layton perfect. Has stepped back to Curry range just for fun. And he'll close it out with a half quarter. Off the mark, doesn't matter.
He is the winner from Frankfort High School, Cam Layton, the 2024 three-point champion.
So 13 of 4, Cameron Layton will take the three-point shooting competition.
Plaque presentation, Mr. Arpetito.
As he'll take the photo.
Cam Layton, Frankfort High School.
So dunk competition next. Gonna have 2 people from each team. Take your pick. There are some high flyers. Not sure who the participants are yet. I know we got Amar Maxwell for Shady Spring has some bounce, as does Jay Allen Turner. As far as the North goes, not as familiar with the ups.
All right, we're going to go into the dunk contest. We're going to bring out from the South, Peyton Brown, St. Albans High School.
So Peyton Brown out of St. Albans High School. He's got a lot of bounce, a good driver, good finisher.
You will have 1 minute to Peyton's out there, he's ready. You'll have 1 minute to complete 3 dunks. You'll take the best one, of course. And if you feel that is your best one in the first dunk, you can just take that one if you like. So, Peyton, you ready? On your mark, get set, go!
So get to try 3 dunks in a minute. The best one counts. Peyton Brown, windmill. I like what he's going for. If he can get that to go, that's going to have a chance. And Peyton Brown, oh, I think he's got it as far as the jump goes. Just needs to get the hand around the ball, get it over top of the rim. Goes baseline this time, 360. That was nice.
I believe that's the one he wants to take, so judges' scores.
So Peyton Brown, the future Greensboro College player, puts a difficult dunk up on the board.
Okay, let's bring out Quincy Pittsnoggle.
And Quincy Pittsnoggle, who's 6'9". Sometimes in these dunk contests, sometimes, you know, the crowd will give it to the shorter player, kind of a la Nate Robinson. Brown got a lot of air. Here's Pittsnoggle, a reverse one-hand dunk. Now he can convert another one and take it. This time, two-hand hard flush. Probably going to have to bring out some theatrics to beat the 360. And they will. Here's the whole team. Alley-oop flush. So we'll see what the judges do. And the judges put in some 9s, 3 9s and a 10. Got the local riders down there.
Bring on Elijah Redfern from Woodrow Wilson, Beckley High School.
And Elijah Redfern out of Beckley.
He is ready. On your mark, get set, go.
First team all quad A, long oop. Tomahawk off the mark. Gonna go for that one again. That's a really good feed on the first one. Just gotta cradle it and flush it. In and out of the hands. He's getting a pass from the upper level here. He's got Cole Lambert, a 400 assist player, giving the feed from the upper deck. Now he's just gonna try something else with 35 seconds left. Wow. Reverse windmill over the head. That's got to be the leader in the clubhouse. And now going to jump over one of the girls basketball players for the South. There's Redfern, 8 seconds left. Got to clear 5 foot something. And he's done it, didn't even touch her. All 10s for Elijah Redfern. And that's what you got to do to get the crowd into it.
He's not quite the winner yet. All right. Quincy, you got another shot at this.
So Quincy Pitsnoggle is back out there, going to get one more chance.
Okay, Quincy, you ready? On your mark, get set, go!
Okay, all right. Decent dunk. And gonna jump over a human being as well. It's Jacob Mayer with the 6'9" Pitsnoggle over top. Might have barely grazed the top of his head, had to revert to the finger roll. Elijah Redfern, smile on the face after all 10s. Just 10 seconds left. Let's see if he tries one more. And Pitsnoggle, just as a formality, gonna do the simple reverse.
Okay, looks like we have a winner of the dunk contest, 2024's champion. Oh, you don't need to, you got 4 10s first time. You want to do it again? All right, get him out there. Let's see what he can do this time. Let's go, Elijah.
They said, you're good, you got all 10s. And Redfern said, I got one more dunk planned. Let me go ahead and do my second round.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to have fun tonight.
Got Cole Lambert right in front of the broadcast table.
Get set. Go. You're on.
Upper deck feed, Lambert. One bouncer came up short. Got to give it a little more mustard. Redfern giving him some business. Here's the pass. Woohoo!
I would call that a dunk.
And a one-hand tomahawk there. He's already won it. Just such good body control to leap in the air, twist, and flush it home. Redford, one-man wrecking crew for Beckley this year. Had 22 against Spring Mills in the state tournament. And through the legs almost.
That was close. I think you got 4 10s on the one before that. So I think we have a winner for the dunk contest. Elijah Redfern from Beckley, Woodrow Wilson. It being presented this black by Art Petito, West Virginia Athletic Directors Association. Let's hear it for Elijah. Great job.
Elijah Redfern, your dunk contest champion.
We'll have a 5-minute warm-up, then we'll get started with introductions, the national anthem, and playing the game.
So we are going to head to a break, about a 5-minute warm-up here, and then the girls' North-South All-Star game will commence, as we'll be back shortly on video productions as well as WMOV and WJH.
I don't think you should do this.
Watch and learn.
He's here.
Fleck on the track.
What up, Bronx? Here come the Dunk Kings and my partner.
It's really hard to be your friend, man.
Dunk Kings!
Don't away, my heart. Don't away, my heart.
How do you like them donuts? I'm so sorry.
What track are we?
We talked about this.
2 words, Dunk Kings iced coffee.
It's salty, it's sweet, it's savory all over. Well, it's a Tudor's Flapjack, of course. A breakfast sandwich that everyone is flipping over. Salty sausage or bacon, or Canadian bacon if you choose. Served between 2 sweet maple-infused flapjacks. And a savory flavor that will have you begging for more. No matter how your morning stacks up, we've got breakfast covered. Tudor's Biscuit World. Salty, sweet, and savory. That's our flapjacks.
fresh dough. That's it. That's the key ingredient to every Geno's pizza, Publix, and Calzone. It's fresh dough. In fact, at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House, we make our dough daily. We believe every pizza, Publix, and calzone should be made of the finest ingredients and freshest dough possible, then baked to a golden perfection. Whether it's pizzas, Publixes, or calzones, we put in the work so you can enjoy. Fresh dough. It's what we're made of.
It starts with dedication, taking skill to artistry. It's not just a job, it's a career. But building a future isn't easy. The Jumpstart Savings Program is here to help. The first of its kind in the nation, it features state tax advantages and other incentives. Now you can save for certain certifications, equipment, and business startup costs. Trade professionals are the future of West Virginia's workforce. Start saving for that future now. Learn more at wvjumpstart.com.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
He did, yeah. For like all the
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the 2024 Girls North-South Basketball Game. We will now handle our introductions. And we're going to introduce all of the players here, so bear with me. We're going to introduce them after we bring the two coaches for each team out. The co-coaches for the North, Fred Sorrow from Williamstown and Holly Pettit from Cameron, will meet in half court with the co-coaches of the South team, Jamie Lemaster from George Washington and John Kennedy from Ripley. And now for your players. For the North, from Trinity Christian High School, number 9, Jenna Barnett. Will meet at half court with the Souths, 5'8". Number 3, Lainey Brooks from Wayne High School. And I've already messed that up. She's starting actually. So we'll go to the next players. For the North, number 10, Izzy Blomquist from Hampshire. We'll meet at half court with Pikeview's number 1, Kat Farmer. Emma Friels from North Marion High School will meet at half court with James Monroe's number 13, Mary Beth Meadows. For the North, Macy Helmet, number 2 from Tucker County High School will meet at half court with Riverview's number 9, Abigail Pruitt. From Lewis County High School, number 4, Kenna Maxwell will meet at half court with Meadowbridge's number 2, Charity Riker. From the North, Linwood High School's number 3, Ashlyn Peters will meet at half court with Ripley High School. From the South, number 11, Aaron Ryan.
We don't have enough people to have more than like 3 or 4. So it's top.
And for the North, she's starting from Doddridge County High School, number 5, Tinley Paul. Will meet at half court with the South's number 4, Kara Smith. Also starting for the North from Lincoln High School, number 15, Ashlyn Riley. Will meet at half court with Chapmanville's number 10, Alara Evans from the South. We'll have East Fairmont's number 12, Kinley Rogers, meeting at half court with Wyoming East number 15, Maddie Clark. And from Parkersburg High School, number 14, Gracie Shamlin will meet at half court with Nitro High School's number 12, Haley Newsom. And from Cameron High School, number 25, Ashley Van Tassel will meet at half court with Ripley High School's number 5, Sophie Nichols. And I believe we have our teams on the court. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you assist us in honoring America by standing? And gentlemen, removing your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Hi, this is Quentin.
And this is Brianna.
A little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips are how satisfying they are. The chicken strips are amazing. They're always filling, tender, and juicy. Definitely one of my favorite things on the menu.
My favorite thing is the last bite. The last bite is nice and juicy, and it's wrapped up in some crispy breading that keeps it nice and tasty. And being able to scoop up my Chick-fil-A sauce with it, it's just like the best part of the meal. It's an undefeated combo.
Real customers paid for their testimonials.
Good News Mountain Air Garage is changing lives by providing essential transportation for those who need it. Since 1999, Good News Mountain Air Garage has helped thousands of West Virginians who need dependable transportation get it. Whether it's going to work, getting groceries, or going to the doctor, Good News Mountain Air Garage is here to help. Donate a car, change your life. To find out more, go to goodnewsmountaineergarage.org or call 886-448-3227.
Back at the South Charleston Community Center on video productions. Let us know where you're watching from. Drop something in the comment section. we get ready. The North team will be going right to left. The South team left to right. We'll get to our starting lineups. Beginning with the North. Delaney Brooks out of Wayne wearing number 3. Madison Clark from Wyoming East starts. Larry Evans out of Chattanooga, number 10. Haley Newsom wearing number 12 from Nitro. My mistake. Got the South lineup there. North girls, Ashlyn Van Tassel, Ashlyn Riley, Henley Rogers, Grace Shamblin, Henley Huck. Here is the lineup for the South. Delaney Brooks, Madison Clark, Lara Evans, Haley Newsom, and Sophie Nichols. Van Tassel in the circle lined up across from Henley Rogers. Van Tassel, future Youngstown State player. As we got the whole lower bowl filled up. Ball in the air, and Van Tassel picked it up. Oh, rock, paper, scissors. And rock, beat, scissors, left down. Technically over, but hadn't thought of that. Just to let it go and All-Star game. Nichols, perimeter, near side. Brooks, straight away. Evans 3 long. And Nichols follow up. Sophie Nichols scores the first 2 points of the contest. Riley goes far side of Rogers, puts it on the bench. Double hand. Free throw line strip. Tight pressure, Delaney Brooks. Left-hand drive, turnaround, swish. This is Shamblin tying it up 2-2. Line up, knockdown, strong. Corner 3, off mark. Both teams kind of feeling each other out early. Not afraid to let it fly. I think we'll see a lot of threes in both games today. Nichols setting up the action. Madison Clark flip it over. Looks like they're trying to get something set up at the post. And with some room, Nichols knocks it down.
I believe that is a 3 for the South, Sophie Nichols.
Quick answer off the mark. Sophie Nichols, 22-point per game score. With the first 5 for the South. Turnaround, Evans fake it, cycles through. Finger roll, no good for Delaney Brooks as she's fouled.
Foul starting and there's with 25, Ashlyn Van Tassel, her first team's first foul of the game. Line shooting 2
nice
for the
South.
South.
There, Brooks turning the corner, drawing the contact. Delaney Brooks, the recipient of the Pioneer of the Year award at Wayne High School. Off the mark. Committed to play for West Virginia State. Empty trip. Long pass. Van Tassel. Face up 3. Good switch. Grace Shamblin.
That's 3 for the North. Excuse me, 2-point shot. Grace Shamblin with the basket.
They said the foot was on the line. This is 2. As the South's up 5-2. Madison Clark driving baseline. Entry pass, backing down. Brooks, 3 ball, backs on.
That's a 3 for the South, Sophie Brooks.
So missed 2 free throws, then banks the 3 ball. Non-conventional start for Delaney Brooks. Knockdown, 3 ball.
That's 3 for the North, Ashlyn Van Tassel.
Ashlyn Van Tassel on the board. Players up to the scores table. Mass substitution coming. With 4:45 in the line and left with the first runner good.
Basket for the South, Sonny Brooks.
Like Brooks' approach here. Using the speed on the drive. Now in the post, Van Tassel turnaround.
Ashton Van Tassel.
And Nichols with contact off the mark. Mitchell head to the charity strike.
Foul trouble on the Norse. Number 5 to the Paul Hurtfirst, team second. At line shooting 2 for the South. Sophie Nichols.
Sophie Nichols to the charity strike. It's off the mark.
We have lineup changes. In the South and the North.
So in for the South, Kat Farmer, as well as Aaron Ryan. Number 9, Abigail Pruitt from Riverview. Nichols remaining on the line. North side, Jenna Barnett in. Number 10, Isabella Bloomquist.
Nichols, number 2, and lineup for the South. Number 4, Kara Smith. Along with number 13, Mary Beth Meadows. Number 1, Kat Farmer. Abigail Pruitt.
Maxwell from Lewis County. As the North's Kara Smith will go top key.
Lineup for North, number 9, Jenna Barnett. Number 2, Macy Helmick. Number 10, Izzy Blomquist.
It's Izzy Blomquist, number 10 for the North, correction. As it's a travel here called.
And number 4, Ken Maxwell.
Emma Friels from North Marion into the game. Will inbound. Friels, a first-team All-Stater as a junior, second team this past year. As it's 11-9 here in favor. As Barnett ran over the defender, fell down.
Foul's called on the South. Number 1, Kat Farmer, her first, team's first foul of the game.
Baseline inbound, Kenna Maxwell. At Lewis County, 16 points per game. Is going to be called for the 5-second violation. So South up 11-9 here. As it's walked up the court, Kat Farmer into traffic. Drew some soft contact and enough to get the call.
North number 4, Kenna Maxwell, her first, team's third. At line shooting 2 for the South, Kat Farmer.
Kat Farmer out of Pikeview. Played in the state tournament, going to swish the first. As Farmer is onto the board.
Farmer 2 for 2.
And perfect trip, Farmer with 2. 3:35 and ticking. Friels, far side. Straightaway 3 up. Side iron for Blomquist. Farmer scoop pass running Aaron Ryan. Out of a double team to the Black Eagle. And spot up 3 missed badly as they'll try to keep it in. And now a hard foul on number 9, Emma Friels. Abigail Pruitt headed to the line. Abigail Pruitt from Riverview High School. Up and off the back of the rim.
At line shooting her second shot, Abigail Pruitt.
Pruitt 9 points in the state championship loss to Gilmer. Bends the knees, second one is good.
Pruitt 1 for 2.
So Pruitt splits the pair. As Blomquist up the floor here. Hesitation, dump off, Friels travel. Wanted to go to the pivot, just slid the other foot. Good job by the South defense staying in front. Ryan surveying to the block. Wild pass. Now follow up through the scrambles off the mark for Smith. And Friel's left-hand dribble drive up, no good. Rebound cleared by Kara Smith from Oak Hill. 2:23 and ticking. Underneath Jenna Barnett, open and rejected by Smith. Good anticipation block. As we broadcast on Video Productions. Timeout on the floor. We will take it with them. 14-9 in favor of the South, live from the South Charleston Community Center.
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate Milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly.
And we're back to it on Video Productions. Baseline inbound, Jenna Barnett out of Trinity Christian. As her North team trails it by 5, elbow jump shot up and strong for Macy Helmick from Tucker. Ryan transition, cross court pass, Pruitt up and strong. Bunch of ricochets as it is run down by Kenna Maxwell. And Friel's bumped hard there by Kara Smith. Clear cut push. And mass substitution, Van Tassel back in from Cameron. Number 15, Tenley Pa, as well as number 12, Kenley Rogers. Number 3, Ashlyn Peters from 100 will appear for the first time as the South brings Nichols, Evans, Madison Clark, and number 12, Haley Newsom back in. Deep three is no good. As Kenley Rogers was going to test out the range. 1:47 left. Baseline action up top, Van Tassel with the mismatch. Nichols poked it loose. Up fake in the lane. Runner, no, Kenley Rogers. Nichols out of trouble. It's ripped away. 1-on-1, no good. Van Tassel has the follow. Ashlyn Van Tassel with 7 points, just playing bully ball down there. As Newsom for the South team lost it off the back of the head on that first high bounce. Defense applied by Grace Shamblin out of Parkersburg South. Close game, defensive one, as it's 14-11. Here's a three, no good. Long rebound tracked down by Kenley Rogers. From the undefeated regular season East Fairmont team, the Cecil part, and it's a layup for Ashlyn Riley. Riley's first two. Nichols hit hard on the arm, could hear that from the broadcast booth. Got Shamblin on the contact. Nichols good on the first free throw. That'll give her 7 points. all-time leading scorer for the Vikings. And the future Hilltopper with another one. Shows he's got 8 points. A lot of good athletes from Ripley go down to West Lib as that's a wild 3, no good. And bouncing it around in traffic. Board cleared by Newsom. Now Clark, far side corner. Nichols, 3-ball money. 11 points. 4 seconds left. Riley passes it off. 3-ball Rogers, no good. Sophie Nichols putting on a show. 3-ball cash. We're back after this on Video Productions.
An enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in West Virginia, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
For me, part-time service in the West Virginia Army National Guard looks like this. As a construction engineer, I'm moving earth, building roads, and working with a great team to accomplish our mission. My service trained me how to operate heavy construction equipment, and those skills have opened up doors to a great career here at home. See how part-time service can help you build your future. Go to nationalguard.com/WV to find out more.
And we're back at the North-South All-Star Girls game here at South Charleston Community Center. It is 18-13 in favor of the South team. Sophie Nichols already in double figures with 2 3-pointers, just drilled one in the corner at the buzzer. South going to start off with the possession as it's inbounded here. Number 12, Kenley Rogers. Rogers left hand. Picks up on the roll. Van Tassel. Turnaround. Wow. Showing the 3-ball off for Evans. A wild pass backward. Too wild. And Rogers might have got away with the travel. No good with the left hand. Van Tassel on that last play just showing the ability to be really agile down low. To catch it on the move, spin back in the other direction, and finish. Van Tassel now with 9. As Brooks goes down low. Haley Newsom back to Alera Evans. Newsom got some hardware this year in the AAA division with Nitro, the state champs. And another champ, Madison Clark, lost it. Steele Shamblin, forward Van Tassel. And Nichols poked it loose, but got her on the arm. Nice thought there, Sophie Nichols kind of going low rather than meeting her at the rim, but made contact. And Van Tassel, first free throw good. As we broadcast on Video Productions as well as WMOV and WJEH via Facebook. Got the boys game coming up after this one. As we stand early in the second quarter, that's off the mark. And Evans will clear. Madison Clark steps into it. And it airballed. Mass substitution. This will be a trend throughout the night. As Emma Friels comes in. Tenley Pa from Doddridge, number 5. Jenna Barnett. Number 10, Isabella Blumquist. And once again, we see number 2, Macy Helmick from Tucker County. South stand with starters for now. Friels up top. Corner Barnett. The future Glenville track runner kicks out Friels. 3 ball off the mark. Block out Sophie Nichols. Run out. Pitches backward. And Newsom had her pass stolen away. Jumping in the passing lanes, Isabella Blumquist. 6:23 and going. Jenna Barnett surveying. Barnett, 1,000-point scorer. As Pa will dump it off. And Helmet kicks out. Barnett lining it up. And it's no good. Good stroke, just couldn't quite get it to drop. Cross-court pass, Alara Evans. An all-stater for the Chapmanville Tigers. She'll face up, turn around, up and under, and it's off. Coach and staff calling to push the tempo. As Barnett gonna lose the handle, get it back. And Blumquist no good. Off the mark there for the all-PVC player. And Brooks had it ripped away as she fell to the ground. Both these teams just playing a little out of control as we got a foul call on the floor. First foul there on Haley Newsom as they'll get her for the grab. Friels across the Black Eagle. Fakes a crossover, now goes to it. Bounces corner. Dribble drive. Strong. Wing 3 is no good there for Pa. 18-16. South held in check, yet to score in the second quarter. And a steal there, again, a wild entry pass. You got to get that further away from the defender. And a pretty turnaround, Jenna Barnett. Jenna Barnett, first points. And Nichols off to Newsom. Long 3, there it is. Haley Newsom splashing it for her first points. That'll make it 21-18. Brooks staying in front. Now crashes to the floor. And did not quite get to her spot. That's a block. And for the South, we'll see Kara Smith back in, Aaron Ryan, Kat Farmer. Number 13, Mary Beth Meadows. As Kenna Maxwell's in for the North team, Ashlyn Riley inbounding. Number 3, Ashlyn Peters in as well. Ashlyn Peters from 100. And Ashlyn Riley, the Glenville State commit, Lincoln County standout. Corner 3 is off the mark for Maxwell. Loose ball foul on Gracie Shamblin. That is her second. 3:53 and going. Farmer picks up the dribble, whips it, and now on the drive. It's kicked out. Number 11, Aaron Ryan off the mark. As board controlled by Riley. Baseline drive, and this time it's a charge. Farmer fired up. And that's on Gracie Shamblin. Kat Farmer sacrificing her body. Second time today, had Redfern jump over her earlier. And Shamblin lost it. A pick of the pocket there by number 13, Mary Beth Meadows. A lot of turnovers here, maybe just due to the off time. Really big layover from the end of the season. You're just not in the rhythm of it. as Mary Beth Meadows will kick it out. It's up top. Ryan puts it on the deck. And Farmer in a double team. Disjointed possession. As it's pitched, Farmer through a couple defenders. And she traveled. You could kind of hear her say, ah, dang it. I think tried to do one thing, then change the plan. It was too late. So 21-18, the South only with 3 points in the second quarter. Off the side of the rim there for Kenley Rogers. As Shamlin going to battle for it on the deck. So jump ball, arrow gives it back to the South. And Riverview's Abigail Pruitt going to check back in. Aaron Ryan trying to use the screen. Will go top key. Farmer surveying. Smith trying to get open. The Oak Hill product. And it's a steal. Here comes Kenley Rogers. Wild on the finger roll. As Ryan going to crash to the hardwood. And Jamie LeMasters will grab a timeout on the bench. And we'll head to a break on Video Productions, 21-18 South.
When working traffic across West Virginia, dealing with deaths and injuries is the toughest part of the job.
Around here, we're experts at survival, so you know the importance of buckling up.
Mountaineers are always free, but we're not free from consequences. Crashes can happen anywhere.
When you don't buckle up, you increase your risk of dying in a crash.
If writing a ticket can prevent tragedies like the ones I've seen, I'll do it.
Why? Because it saves lives. Always buckle up.
A message from the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
Good News Mountain Air Garage is changing lives by providing essential transportation for those who need it. Since 1999, Good News Mountain Air Garage has helped thousands of West Virginians who need dependable transportation get it. Whether it's going to work, getting groceries, or going to the doctor, Good News Mountain Air Garage is here to help. Donate a car, change your life. To find out more, go to goodnewsmountaineergarage.org or call 886-448-3227.
2:10 left in the second quarter here at the North-South All-Star Girls Basketball game at the South Charleston Community Center. It's a rapidly growing crowd here on a Friday night. Nothing better to do in the capital city than watch some hoops. 21-18 South. These offenses have gone cold here in this second period. If you're just joining us, Sophie Nichols, the leading scorer for the South with 10 points, and Ashlyn Van Tassel with 10 as well to lead the North. As Mary Beth Meadows will take it up here out of James Monroe. Here's a straightaway shot from the free throw line. Good. And that's Abigail Pruitt. She's got 3. Corner 3. Money. That's Tenley Paw out of Doddridge County, the future Potomac State product. Second team All-Stater. Stepping into one, it's 23-21, same spot, jump shot, same result. As Pruitt has the last 2 field goals, it's 123 in ticket. On the bounce, blew past everybody, missed the layup. And off on the follow, Van Tassel, no. Second follow-up, no good. And Ashlyn Van Tassel to head to the free throw line. Just so light on her feet here, Van Tassel with the bunnies. As soon as she comes down, she's right back up for the putback. As she'll knock it down, Van Tassel leading scorer with 11. And Van Tassel off on the second one. as the North is within 3. Number 2 in red here. I'll hand it off to Alara Evans. That was Charity Reichert at a Meadow Bridge, number 2 for the South. And wing 3, good. Alara Evans knocks it down. Evans given too much space. Defender sagged off of her. Confident stroke for the Chapmanville Tiger. So 28-22, 35 and rolling as Delaney Brooks, the Wayne Pioneer, will get control of it. Delaney Brooks made it to the state semifinals. And dribble drive, kick near corner. Reichert. And off on the shot, fouled. Barnett, decent defense there. I thought she was relatively straight up and down. I like the aggressiveness. And now that I look at it, that's a good bit of contact. Probably the right call. Free throw off the mark there for Abigail Pruitt. Pruitt, productive first half, has 5 points. Second attempt. Oh, rattle it. Pruitt up to 6. Likely the last possession of the half, 10 seconds remaining. Friel's left hand, baseline, she was hit and bailed out. Friel's to the line. And that's a smart play by Friel's. A lot of times you waste the whole clock, hold for the last shot. That's a good time to just attack the basket as she'll knock down the first. And from a South perspective there, ill-advised foul. That was going to be a tough finish. And second one off. Follow up, good, Van Tassel. Ashlyn Van Tassel back up to her feet after the tough putback there. In the C, just gets the initial position. You got to get a body on her early. No call on the follow-up. As we are at halftime, it will be a 10-minute break here at the South Charleston Community Center. The girls game going on right now, 29-25 South, as we broadcast on Video Productions.
I don't think you should do this.
Watch and learn.
He's here.
Fleck on the track.
What up, Bronx? Here come the Dunkies! And my partner.
It's really hard to be your friend, man.
Dunkies!
Don't go away, my heart. Don't go away, my heart.
How do you like them donuts? I'm so sorry.
What track are we?
We talked about this.
2 words. Dunking's iced coffee. It's salty, it's sweet, it's savory all over. Well, it's a Tudor's Flapjack, of course. A breakfast sandwich that everyone is flipping over. Salty sausage or bacon, or Canadian bacon if you choose. Served between 2 sweet maple-infused flapjacks. And a savory flavor that will have you begging for more. No matter how your morning stacks up, we've got breakfast covered. Tudor's Biscuit World. Salty, sweet, and savory. That's our flapjacks.
Fresh dough. That's it. That's the key ingredient to every Geno's pizza, Pubwich, and calzone. It's fresh dough. In fact, at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House, we make our dough daily. We believe every pizza, Pubwich, and calzone should be made of the finest ingredients and freshest dough possible, then baked to a golden perfection. Whether it's pizzas, Pubwiches, or calzones, we put in the work so you can enjoy. Fresh dough. It's what we're made of.
It starts with dedication, taking skill to artistry. It's not just a job, it's a career. But building a future isn't easy. The Jumpstart Savings Program is here to help. The first of its kind in the nation, it features state tax advantages and other incentives. Now you can save for certain certifications, equipment, and business startup costs. Trade professionals are the future of West Virginia's workforce. Start saving for that future now. Learn more at wvjumpstart.com.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
And we are back on Video Productions. It is halftime, 29-25. The South leads it over the North. The boys players getting ready to go here as they'll warm up. And we shuffle through the scoring, beginning with the South. Delaney Brooks out of Wayne High School with 5 points. Knocked down a 3-pointer and a 2-point field goal there in the first quarter. Alara Evans from Chapmanville able to knock down a look there in the second quarter. Haley Newsom with a 3-point field goal made out of Nitro. Sophie Nichols, 10 points, all of them coming in the first quarter. Kat Farmer with 2 made free throws. She's got 2. And Abigail Pruitt getting going from the mid-range. She's got 6. Pruitt doing a good job taking advantage of the paint, which the North team has been leaving open a lot, just finding her spot and knocking it down. And for the North girls, over half of the points go to Ashlyn Van Tassel, who's made a 3, knocked down 4 2-point field goals, and hit a couple of free throws. Still no answer from the South side as far as boxing out Van Tassel, but it's not just her physicality down low. She's got so much quickness in the post. And Ashlyn Riley with 2 points, Grace Shamblin with 4, Tenley Paw from Doddridge County, 3 points, and Jenna Barnett from Trinity Christian has 2. Just a reminder, we got the boys game coming up after this long night on Video Productions. We are happy to bring you everything. Also to our listeners on the WMOV WJEH 93.1 The Wolf Facebook page, we say thank you and encourage everybody to engage with us in the comments section. Let us know where you're watching from. We're going to take another break. When we come back, a little bit more halftime coverage from the South Charleston Community Center.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Farmers and Mechanics Insurance knows West Virginia, and we understand how much all of our high school teams and athletes mean to the communities that we have served for more than 100 years. That's why we're proud of our partnership with the West Virginia SSAC. Their commitment to teach and promote sportsmanship and citizenship is the key to future success. Protecting what matters most to you. Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, a proud partner of the West Virginia SSAC.
West Virginia's Smart 529 College Savings Plan includes smart features like tax benefits and flexible investment options. That's so smart. Start smart at smart529.com or by calling 866-574-3542 today. To learn about the plan's investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the official statement available.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
This is Michael Sussman back with you at the South Charleston Community Center. It is halftime, 29-25. The South leads it over the North as we'll look to some of our keys to victory for each team. For the South squad, it's easier said than done, but you got to get down low. You got to find a way to block out Ashlyn Van Tassel. You need to commit multiple bodies every single time that shot goes up to rebounding. And for the North team, look for Kenley Rogers to get going out of East Fairmont High School. Rogers, a 19-point per game scorer and the first team All-State captain. The South did well on her there in the first half, held her scoreless. So I think that's something that the North team is going to try to look to spark Rogers offensively. As Coach Jamie Lemasters will impart the last couple words of wisdom, and the North team will get ready as well. Van Tassel leads all scorers, 13 points. And that's all she's done her whole career. A four-time first-team All-Stater, Van Tassel is. You're not going to find too many of those. That's pretty elite. The 2024 Mary Ostrowski Award winner. And one day will play for Youngstown State. Van Tassel grabs 17 rebounds per game. So not a surprise that she is completely dominating this North-South All-Star game. And a reminder, Sophie Nichols with 10 points. As we broadcast on Video Productions, WMOV and WJEH, it's North-South week. Had Region 3 win the softball tournament yesterday. Had the first ever North-South golf event out at Little Creek a couple of weeks ago. Got to talk to Nathan Fields out of Wahama, one of the participants. Said it was well put together, a lot of fun. And flat out, anytime you get a chance to stack yourself up against the best, it is worth it to show up. That's why in any situation, I really don't understand an all-star game opt-out. And, you know, there's reasons for it, but I just think if you get an invitation like this, you show up and you put it on display. As Taylor Kennedy of the Gazette-Mail in the house, there'll be a write-up on this whole situation coming to your local paper and at some point probably your breakfast table sometime this week. Got a lot of media coverage. The sports writers do well. They were judging the dunk contest earlier. Greg Carey, Metro News here, Cam Maynard, Logan Banner. That's kind of the all-star crew, multiple TV stations down there on the far side. Hunter Mole's going to be coaching the South team, Charleston Catholic boys state champion, so he'll be the boys head coach, my former color commentator. So unless Charleston Catholic gets worse, I'll have to do these solo for some time to come. North out there going to go left to right.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to play some North-South basketball.
Got Isabella Bloomquist out of Hampshire in there. We'll give you the players as we begin in progress. Ashlyn Peters from 100. Number 12, Kenley Rogers. Ashlyn Van Tassel. Number 4, Kenna Maxwell from Lewis County. As Rogers goes up top, here is Maxwell, dumps off wing underneath Rogers. Couple of fakes on Brooks. It's rejected. And the B backing down, off on the hook. Sophie Nichols, Delaney Brooks will whip it to Alara Evans. Strong three. Rogers, far side corner. Face up, post touch. Van Tassel, left hand, yes. Ashlyn Van Tassel up to 15 points. I mean, thinking about scoring 2,000 points in a career. They celebrate 1,000 as that's rejected. Madison Clark had it blocked by Blumquist. She's met by the defenders, feels it, then turns the other way. That subtle little drop step. Through multiple people, just plowing her way through as Madison Clark will kick it out to Nichols, gets it right back Straightaway is off for Newsom. 6:48 and going. Here's Rogers baseline, stop and floater. It's good. Kenley Rogers going to West Virginia State. Nichols looking to reheat. One fake, pulls the trigger, no. Bouncing ball, Madison Clark. Face up, Alara Evans. Well strong. Laney Brooks, no. Third possession. North having some trouble clearing the boards. And tough left shoulder there for Haley Newsom. Getting the defender off of her, finishing with the right. Newsom has 5. And Tassel fall away, and it's just off. Hung up there for a second. Nichols faked the pass, then went to the ground. As Blomquist was able to hold her space there and stay in the right position. Turnover, North trying to capitalize. Brooks able to pick the pocket. Through the scramble, Kenley Rogers pull up off from 14. And there she is, Van Tassel with 17 points. Van Tassel standing 6'3". Newsom off the knee. And Van Tassel leading the break, left hand. And the finish and one, are you kidding me? Look at this. When you got a big that can run the floor and handle it like that and finish, that's pretty unstoppable. And not to mention, this is an all-star game. These are the best guards in the state of West Virginia here. South substitutions, Aaron Ryan. Number 13, Mary Beth Meadows back in. Number 9, Abigail Pruitt. Number 1, Kat Farmer. Alara Evans gonna stay in as the North has grabbed the advantage 33-31. And Van Tassel strong on the free throw. Run down by Grace for the North. Off there for Shamblin. In transition, pull up, three-pointer. Is off the mark there from Meadows. On the run out, Shamblin, baseball pass again, running the floor. Great find there by Shamblin. Keeping her head up and just drilling it in there, as that's a quick answer for Abigail Pruitt. 4:35 left, third quarter action. And that's off Van Tassel as the block out from Alara Evans prevented it. Number 15, Ashlyn Riley out of Lincoln County will check in. Averaged 25.3 points per game, Riley did. As it's 35-33, crossover dribble. Kat Farmer through the legs. Smith battling for space, up and under, right hand is short. I think Riley might have got a hand on it. As Shamblin from deep, no good. She'll get it back, this time mid-range. No. Farmer in and out of the hands there of number 9, Abigail Pruitt. Close defensive, stingy game here in the North-South Girls All-Star. Straight away three is off the mark, no good there for Riley. face up. Is airballed there, Pruitt. I think these two teams need to start going to the basket, settling a lot here in the third. And Barnett will go to the top of the key. 2-pointer good. Had a foot on the line. As Ashlyn Riley there able to knock it in. Riley committed to Glenville State University. 2:53 and going. Cat Farmer off a Smith screen trying to set up the roll. Goes to Ryan with it. Hit hard on the arm. Barnett got the feet there, but the upper body contact. Aaron Ryan, 10.9 points per game this year, 4.3 rebounds. Reached the state semifinals as a junior. Had an all-time heartbreaking loss there to North Marion, who would end up winning that title. Got to interview Aaron Ryan for our Bend area playoff preview show earlier this season, as that's off the mark. Through traffic, number 15 here. Whip it across. 3-ball Barnett, no good. And follow up Riley, off the mark. As Cat Farmer clears. South to get it to one possession. That's no good. Here comes the North All-Stars. A whistle and a foul on the floor. So scoreboard inbound here. As Riley will go to the corner. Here's Shamblin with a step, missed the reverse. Brooks, good. Delaney Brooks, good job running her lane, looking for the pass. Ashton Riley, wing three, Barnett, off the mark. Madison Clark, the three-time state champion. Pitches. Straight away, three, Nichols. The three-point champ with her third made three ball, and that's too quick airballed. Here comes the hockey change for the North. Ashlyn Van Tassel, Emma Friels, number 4, Kenna Maxwell, number 10, that's Isabella Blomquist. And number 3 over here is Ashlyn Peters out of 100. She'll line up in the corner across from Brooks. 1:18 and going. Sophie Nichols, long crossover, underhand pitch. Talked to Sophie Nichols on that same Bend area playoff shows. We got some contact here against number 3, Ashlyn Peters, against the South. So turnover gives it back to the North. But I got to talk about that 50-point night with Sophie where she beat Nitro, got the all-time leading scorer, said that it was really just amazing, barely felt real when she got on that run. And this is barely real. Ashlyn Van Tassel just picking apart the best players in the state of West Virginia. That's her second made three. The lone D1 player out here, and she's showing you why. As Newsom backwards Evans. 34 and going, one-on-one. Nichols fouled on the wrist.
Foul's called on the Norris, number 1, Emma Friels, her second, team second. And line shooting 2 for the South, Sophie Nichols.
They called out Emma Friels. I think it was on number 4, Kenna Maxwell. As that is up and good. So Sophie Nichols up to 14 points with 34.5 left. Off the side iron, Brooks able to get in position, gets the offensive rebound. 30 and going, Clark off. Van Tassel leading the break, now gets a quick double team and gets the timeout. As the North will take it, it's just a 30-second, we will keep it here. So looking at Ashlyn Van Tassel. Has 24 points. Third quarter's not over yet. Ashlyn Riley with 4, Kenley Rogers with 2. Looking at the North, Abigail Pruitt has 6 points. Then kind of a rough third quarter offensively for the South. Only a few field goals ahead. 18 going into halftime. As the North will break the huddle here. Van Tassel, as well as Ashlyn Peters, Kenna Maxwell, number 10, Isabella Blumquist. "12 seconds, double team, Van Tassel, good. Great job by the coaching staff. That was called all the way. 3-point lead North at the buzzer. Brooks off. It's the Van Tassel show, 42-39. The North leads it. It's going to be a good finish. Don't go anywhere. You're watching on Video Productions.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
And we're back here at the South Charleston Community Center. Got a close game in the fourth quarter. And this is what you like about all-star games. It's been pretty laid back. Coaches not calling out a lot of sets. They're playing hard, but I haven't really seen the structure. I think with a close ball game fourth quarter, this will begin to feel more like a real regular season game, just with the best players in the state out there. Ashlyn Van Tassel, 26 points. 2 3-point field goals made. If you're the South team, it's one thing if she gets it in the post, but you cannot let her lead the entire charge. You got to double her immediately. As Madison Clark will inbound here for the South. And she'll give it to Newsom out of Nitro, the state champion. Haley Newsom, 5 points per game, 5 assists. And Madison Clark picks up the dribble. Clark, all Coalfield Conference. 3-time state champ. Brooks, wing 3 off for Evans. And here comes the North as the board was cleared by Blumquist. Blumquist had the seize part, missed the floater. Long rebound, controlled. Van Tassel trying to get a shot off, gets her own rebound, and foul. Got the boys players looking on, a few of them over there on the bench. Dylan Casto over there, I believe Brandon Isaac waiting for the opportunity as Van Tassel strong on the free throw. And second free throw up and swished. Up to 27 points. Here comes Sophie Nichols. Will kick it to the corner, Delaney Brooks. That's off the mark. Run out, Emma Friels. Dribble drive, off the mark. Decent thought there from Kenna Maxwell as Sophie Nichols able to get it going in the other direction. Dishes off Clark, three-pointer, no. Madison Clark, one of the best players in the history of Wyoming East. Coach Ryan Davidson gave me a good review when we talked to him for Full Court Press featuring Bob Huggins. As Gracie Shamblin's out there, as is Ashlyn Riley. Here's a wing three off. 6:38 and going. And Riley off the mark. And here comes Clark, picked up the dribble. Haley Newsom gives it right back to her. Low block Evans. Floater, Sophie, yes. South with just one made three ball here in the second half as Newsom went 4 rows up into the stands. They're crashing. And the North going to grab a timeout. And we'll take it with them. 43-41, 6:03 left in the ball game. This is Video Productions.
Hi, this is Quentin.
And this is Brianna.
A little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips are how satisfying they are. The chicken strips are amazing. They're always filling, tender and juicy. Definitely one of my favorite things on the menu.
My favorite thing is the last bite. The last bite is nice and juicy, and it's wrapped up in some crispy breading that keeps it nice and tasty. And being able to scoop up my Chick-fil-A sauce with it, it's just like the best part of the meal. It's an undefeated combo.
Real customers paid for their testimonials.
When working traffic across West Virginia, dealing with deaths and injuries is the toughest part of the job. Around here, we're experts at survival, so you know the importance of buckling up. Mountaineers are always free, but we're not free from consequences. Crashes can happen anywhere. When you don't buckle up, you increase your risk of dying in a crash.
If writing a ticket can prevent tragedies like the ones I've seen, I'll do it.
Why? Because it saves lives. Always buckle up.
A message from the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
And we are back live from the North-South All-Star basketball game as the North will have the possession here. And inbound in number 12 in blue, Kenley Rogers. On the drive, wild there for Ashlyn. And now Riley gonna inbound, throws it out to the wing. Drive down the middle. Floater is off the mark there. Shamblin cleared. Wing three up. Ashlyn Riley off the mark. As Kara Smith cleared the rebound. Smith, a rebound machine. Grabbed 18 in a game. Also had a 26-point performance this year. And they lost it on the run out. Aaron Ryan with an intelligent foul to send number 2, Macy Helmick, to the line. Helmick going to go to West Virginia Wesleyan College. First team All-Stater. Shot up and swished. Her first point. And she'll split the pair. Offensive board. Corner three, no. And the follow-up mid-ranger off the mark for Tenley Pa. Grace Shamblin. A runner, no. And here's Kat Farmer. Farmer trying to energize this South team down the stretch. Here's Jay Allen Turner making his way to the corner. Amar Maxwell, too, as Farmer made the defender fall. And scoops it out, Kara Smith. Lost it, Kimball, or Shamblin rather. Finger roll, high off the glass. No good for Pa. And the follow-up is good. Ashlyn Riley now up to 6 points, as the lead is expanded to 5. Ashlyn Riley, the future pioneer. A lot of Glenville State amongst both teams as Aaron Ryan gets the and one. Aaron Ryan here, nifty little finish. Uses the spin move and then just bounces off the defender. Soft touch with the right. So Aaron Ryan there, first points, chance to complete the three-point play. 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. As Emma Friels, Jenna Barnett, as well as number 10, Isabella Blumquist, and number 4, Kenna Maxwell back in. Ryan short. Lovely block out by Maxwell. Crossover dribble, far side corner. Friels through traffic, lost it. And it's deflected out to Ryan. 4:09 and ticking. Nobody accounted for Nichols. And a desperation foul. Sophie to the line. And that's off. Nichols with 16 points for the 22-point per game score. Aaron Ryan will exit. Madison Clark in. And Mary Beth Meadows going to come in. Out goes Haley Newsom. And a free throw is good. So got a 2-point game down the stretch as we enter our final 4 minutes. And that is good all the way to the rim. Emma Friels, and in the other direction, Madison Clark. So Friels, then Clark, trade buckets. It's 48-46, deep 3 air balls as it'll go out of bounds. Gives Clark 3. .333 and rolling. Talked about Sophie Nichols right back on the drive. And it just seems like defensive miscommunication. Somewhere on the action up top, nobody's switching on to Nichols, and she's just got that drive. And now 17 points. North by 1. And that is off the mark. Every possession valuable at this point. Jenna Barnett, the 1,000-point scorer. Up top, Blumquist. South in a man-to-man. Clock bleeds to 3. As Hampshire's Blumquist, an all-PVC player, scored 27 this year against Petersburg, 22 against Jefferson. Got to let some valuable seconds tick off the clock. Face-up 3 ball off the mark there for Ashlyn Peters. And Brooks, hands off, baseball pass. Mary Beth Meadows blocked by Emma Friels. Friels bowled over. And a tie-up as Clark got in there. As exciting as Clark and Wyoming East's run was in the state tournament, they almost got upset by Charleston Catholic. Remember, Madison Clark made some huge plays in that game, just really even-keeled, calm player, and avoided what would have been a disastrous upset. Here's Kenley Rogers, dumps it off Barnett. Roll deflection as they stole it away. Newsom, reverse layup. It's off. Defensive rebound, Van Tassel. As we got some more of the boys players coming over, Braden Triplett, Quincy Pittsnoggle. Inside 2 minutes to go. Van Tassel setting the screen. Here's a Kenley Rogers jump shot off the back iron. Shamblin with plenty of time and space, side of the backboard. Newsom, one-on-one, airballed. Kicks out Brooks. Runner is no good. Whistle, timeout on the floor. And we will keep it here, just a 30-second timeout. Sophie Nichols, 17 points for the South. Ashlyn Van Tassel with 27. Saw John Kennedy trying to get the players' attention the last couple possessions. I think they want to slow things down. Down by one, got to take your time. Try to put Nichols in a good position to either drive or shoot. If nothing else, have her draw the double team and kick it to somebody else. For the North, you need that insurance bucket and a good defensive possession first. Man-to-man for the North side. Ashlyn Riley, Van Tassel, Kenley Rogers, Shamblin, and Barnett. 1:28 left. Nichols fouled and one. How about it? Count it. Circus shot. Nichols off the screen. Defender on her shoulder. Just pushes one up. And it is in, so Nichols up to 19 points. Now she's got 20. And the tables are turned, South by 2. Kenley Rogers with Brooks across from her. Grace Shamblin. Barnett goes low block. Van Tassel through traffic and one. And this is just a really smart possession here by the North. As Van Tassel just played bully ball. This to get to 30. And it's off the mark. Haley Newsom up to Brooks, tie ball game. And wisely there, John Kennedy and Jamie LeMasters going to grab a timeout. As we broadcast on Video Productions, as well as WMOV and WJEH, it's been a great regular season and playoffs, giving you all the action. Now we're here at the culmination of it all, the All-Star Day at the South Charleston Community Center. Let's see what the North tries to do defensively. As for the South, there's no shot clock, of course. So I don't think you bleed an entire 105, but you're definitely not in a rush. This game living up to the hype. Sideline inbound for Haley Newsom, the Nitro Wildcat, as she's defended by Lincoln's Ashlyn Riley. It's out to Nichols. Nichols defended by Rogers. Rogers poked it loose. Got all ball, but it stays with the South, went out of bounds. Rogers 3 steals per game this year for East Fairmont. 55 and rolling. To Evans. Turns Newsom, left all alone. 3. It's good. The dagger. Riley drives, and there's contact. Haley Newsom, and that's what she did in the state tournament. Big time 3 in the fourth quarter that Nitro absolutely needed to go up by 7. Clutch players, they do it in pickup. They do it in the regular season. They do it in the playoffs. Let's see if the North tries to foul off of a miss here. As it's good, or even a make for that matter. As Riley's got 7. Got a timeout on the floor. 53-51. After this, we'll have a 10 or minute so break before the boys get going, and there it is, Newsom with space, stepping into it with the confidence in front of a big crowd tonight to hit a big one. So 53-51. Didn't look like Riley was trying to foul out of the inbound there. You might go for a steal for about 10-15 seconds and then put somebody to the strike. If you're just joining us, Sophie Nichols with 20 points to lead the South squad. Abigail Pruitt out of Riverview with 8 points. Delaney Brooks has 7. And for the North, Ashlyn Van Tassel with 29. Ashlyn Riley with 7. Lara Evans will inbound. And flashing open, Madison Clark, wide open layup. What a play drawn up there by Coach LeMasters. He's got a big grin on his face. It's 55-51. And a foul on the floor. That's not what you want to do. As Clark's got 5, just brilliant play design. You crowd near the sideline, then playing wide out. Clark just runs a fly route. And Evans able to get it to her. Here's Shamblin knocking down the free throw, so we're back to a 3-point game. Just really don't understand the foul there from the South. As that'll rattle around and good. I'll throw it into Evans. 21 seconds, quick steal, Shamblin, finger roll strong. Got it back, up fake. Fall away. It's no good, and Shamblin ahead of the strike. So Shamblin, a chance to tie things up. First shot up, it's good. Shamblin out of Parkersburg South with 7. And we got a tie ball game. 13 seconds left. South a chance to win it. Madison Clark by the sideline, no timeout. They're going to let it play it out. Newsom with 3. Clark at the buzzer. And it's good! Madison Clark for the win. The 3-time state champion crowded as she's your hero of this North-South Girls All-Star game. Barely got it off, too. Had a step on the defender. And the touch over the middle of the hoop. That's hard to do, too. You really don't have the angle. And Madison Clark enjoying it as the South will take it 57-55. How about that? The fans got their money's worth. As we will go to break here on Video Productions, have some time in between the girls and the boys. We will recap that first one here in a little bit. Correction, going to keep it here. Got to give out the most valuable player awards as we turn it over to the PA.
You look just exactly like a guy I knew about 30 years ago. And I was like, man, either he aged really well or it's somebody completely different. So. Yeah, okay. All right. Take care, bud.
Be safe.
And for the South, scoring 21 points in the game, number 5, Sophie Nichols. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our scholarship recipients at the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association All-Star Basketball Classic. Female scholar athletes, we presented by Tim Minter of Chick-fil-A. First to the north, let's hear it from North Marion High School, Emma Frios. Emma Frios. Emma Frios, our first scholarship recipient from the north, from North Marion High School. Let's hear it for Emma.
So wrapping things up, 57-55. The South takes it over the North. Your MVPs, Ashlyn Van Tassel with 29 points for the North. And for the South squad, Sophie Nichols in even 20. She's your South MVP. And what a game we had. Madison Clark with the buzzer beater just a minute or so after Haley Newsom knocked down a dagger from 3. So clutch playmaking wins out for the South, as we'll give you some of our scoring totals, beginning with the losing team. Ashlyn Van Tassel, 29 points. Ashlyn Riley out of Lincoln with 7. Grace Shamblin, Parkersburg South, knocked down those clutch free throws to tie it late. She'd finish up the game with 9. As we'll look to the top scorers here for the South, Sophie Nichols with 20 points, as we mentioned there. Madison Clark with the game winner and 7. Delaney Brooks scored 7. And Riverview's Abigail Pruitt, as their head coach, comes on by with 8 points. Watching on Video Productions, the Stars are out here back in about 10 minutes with the boys' game.